How do you see the university, which are very, very big organizations where students have to attend courses and do lectures and exams and everything that required to be in an organization? How can we build universities being more personalized towards education? How do you see the education would look so that everyone gets what they can get out of the education?
I think it was already mentioned that we perhaps need more flexibility, so the students, they can start with one program, for example, and then they understand, okay, I rather become mechanical engineer, and so they can specialize or select another program, another courses, not the program but the courses. So it's kind of a la carte kind of approach, so they pick more of the courses and they can select them more specific for their needs and skills. And of course, this is a question about the size of university, because of course for the small university it will be very difficult to make so much electives. But as universities are growing, and so this provides more opportunities for students to say in the second year, and actually this has been already studied, that this is allowed to reduce dropout rates. They decided to go to different area and they still stay in university. So I think this is one way to become more, to provide more elasticity in selecting the courses. And the second is that to have more, the way it's kind of didactic way, how do you teach? If you have this more, project-based kind of courses. Of course, you have lectures, but then you have a kind of problem-based courses where you work in smaller groups, and then you understand that where you can contribute your skills in the best way. So basically, it's not just about lecturing and the practical work, but also really more hands-on type of projects, and this would allow you to really find where you fit the best your skills.
Frank, you want to add?
Yeah. One of the things that I think are so interesting about a university is the fact that you actually can choose the courses that you choose. But the courses that you choose are typically within the silo of a given discipline. And the thing that I was thinking about earlier goes more along the lines of that there are certain types of knowledge, certain courses, say, that are transversal between disciplines. So we've spent a lot of time talking about one of them, which is mathematics. So if I want to become an engineer, I better know some math. But by the way, if I want to become a psychologist, I also better know some math. If I want to become a professional manager, I better know some math. If I decide to switch out of engineering and go study management, does that mean that I have to take the math course again, or will the course that I took at engineering school still be recognized at the new school? Another example is research design. I don't know at what level you offer or require students to do actual research, but to give them a proper introduction into research design is not a bad idea, no matter what the discipline is. And so, these are just two examples. I'm sure I could, all of us could come up with more, but to take courses like these that are offered in one discipline and to carry them over into another discipline, point one, and point two, to allow in that other discipline a certain number of electives, so that if I took engineering for a couple of, say for a semester, and decided that it wasn't for me, that I can still take those engineering courses up to a point into my business program or into my liberal arts program and not actually lose time in the process.
Yeah, cool. Wanted to mention just one, I think, obvious elephant in the room. As you said before, a few years ago, I happened to be in the Boston for Digital Universities Week, great happening, where American universities discuss what is going to happen. I think what we also have to realize that there is and will be even more growing competition for big names in the States, because they're all digitalizing their product, and they're going for micro credentials to actually, so you can actually have the paper from Harvard or MIT, wherever you are on the planet. You don't necessarily have to go to Boston and study here. So I think this is one big trend, that if you have a big and powerful team that creates good, powerful content with a good name, I think this will be all over this place. So this will be a competition for particularly for lifelong studies, I think.